What is going on, Summoners? Welcome back to The Climb. I am your host, X-Ray, and joining on my desk is our lovely two co-hosts, Venom and Brissy. How are you two gentlemen doing today?
I am loving life. Good to be back.
It is good
Been
to be
a
back.
bit of a hiatus.
That's okay.
Took for
Uh,
Swiss just because it took 3 months.
hey.
I'm I'm living my best life. This 6 month season is over. Can't wait to also not sign up next season and watch. It'll be a great time.
You'll
My
be a
fun off
non-player manager,
season.
buddy.
Yeah. I,
Hell no, I won't.
I do apologize, everyone, for the delay. A lot of stuff was happening in my life that I was just not able to keep up with the climb and summit at the time. But that is okay. We're here making the finale before season 5. Season 5 is no joke. 24 days away. 24 days away.
Exciting, quick turnaround.
It's
Yeah.
this. I was expecting at least a month or two. No, we'll
That's the usual.
That's
we
the
usually have
usual.
like 2 months between.
For those who don't know and are out of the loop, check on the Summit Esports Twitch channel. Review the VOD of me and Gamer Destroyer going through the rulebook for season 4, as well as Paper Plate Awards.
Hell
Go
yeah.
check that out.
Paper Plate Awards. I got Content King, but once again, I want to thank these two fine gentlemen here, who helped not only myself, but made the climb and made a lot of content for Summit Esports. So the award that I got is also their award. So congrats to them.
I'm
as
coming
well.
for you next season. I'm gonna remind Colin to put my name on the list because since I wasn't a player, I wasn't on the list.
Okay,
I'm
noted.
coming
Next
for
time.
your reward.
I will say, Asian Jason did come in a very close second, one vote.
His stream is
Yeah.
good content.
That guy ran the playoffs when it came to content.
Yeah, that is for
Streams
sure.
are good.
But let's talk about the teams and talk about just the season in general. I mean, there's a lot of different teams this season and a lot of different games. For anyone wondering, we are not going to talk about any specific game, especially playoffs. One, because I didn't watch all of them, so I didn't want to do that.
Not prepared.
When are you prepared, Venom?
I'm prepared. I watched game 1 and 5 of the semifinal series, and I watched all 4 games of the finals. I'm ready. I have my notes.
Good job. Good job. You know what? It made up for the regular season then, I guess.
Sometimes you just gotta let it roll. We should note though that the final placings, Roblins Goblins won,
Oh,
Beaver Brigade got second, SMD got third, and GKC got fourth.
boo.
Was the
GKC
top
should have
four.
got first place.
They got destroyed though in that
No
third
comment
place
on that.
match.
Yeah, good preseason. No
No
comment.
I
comment.
didn't watch it, but I watched Never Saw Stream for 5 minutes and saw that you guys were kind of getting clapped up by SMD. No shade, but
But the first thing, or I guess category, I want to talk about is teams that really found success early and kind of were just able to hold that out through the season. And I mean, first off, Roblins Goblins. I mean, this team literally was just pulling out random picks in the bot lane. Draven, Rumble, and Riven, like the most notable, and just like making it work. And Dean was voted as MVP this season and rightfully deserved. Like, wow,
Deserved.
this guy,
Agreed.
this guy is just on another level of like support tier and like gameplay. And I think Rollins Goblins is just an extremely strong team. And I mean, they showed it all the way till week 5 until they beat or lost to Beaver Brigade. But then straight up, we're just like, you know what? We already got enough points. We'll just play for fun at that point. And then got second in the standings, and then just proceeded to just win the whole thing, whole playoff.
Mm.
So, and then the other team I want to talk about for this category is GKC. they had a pretty consistent winning. I'm pretty sure they went to 3 games every series in the regular season, if I'm not mistaken.
That's
I think
Not
they're.
all of them. They
I
went
think.
a lot. They went to game 3 in a lot, but I think they did get some 2-0s against.
Oh,
Well, okay.
that's.
Besides, like against Fraud Watch, I think they 2-0'd them,
we
and then
also
like
2-0'd
PKT.
we 2-0'd the academy early on, but I will say that was without.
Yeah, that was.
Nah, take those dubs. Take those dubs. Hey, extra get shit on.
Oh,
Easy dub for
Oh,
easy dub.
that's right. The one team that went to like I'm. Oh no, not Beaver Brigade. Gosh, there was one team I swear that went to all 3 games almost every series.
Or it wasn't the Bendables, was it?
I thought it was GKC.
The Bendables played a lot of game 3s because they would give Pai Swain, and Pai would just 1v9 as Swain
Oh.
randomly in series.
I can't remember now.
He-
I
he's
thought
the
it was
swing god of
GKC, but
Summit.
maybe it wasn't. Anyways, but they were pretty consistent. I mean, they were winning games, but they also were losing a couple games. But they constantly were like improving on themselves and learning how to win games. So I think, and I mean, they held out all the way through. I mean, they were a little shaky in the Swiss bracket, but came back in the top 4. Unfortunately, did not get anything higher than 4th.
Yeah, there was some scheduling conflicts for the match against Beaver Brigade that had pushed us into a tough position,
Mhm.
or decision rather, to go ahead and forfeit that series. Gave Beaver Brigade the nod to
I
go
didn't
ahead.
even know you guys
against-
FF'd.
Yes.
Damn, that's rough.
They just couldn't. Times didn't work.
That's
I
rough.
I will say, no offense, Percy, I do think Beaver Brigade would have won, but I think you guys would have had a decent chance of upsetting them. I think it would have been gone to 4 or 5. I think
agree. I
ultimately
think it
you
would have
guys
been-
probably would have
yeah.
lost in 5, but
It would have been a really good series. I
it would have
wouldn't.
been fun.
I'm not gonna. I think lost, but it would have been a really good series. But
Mhm.
without Gar, it just it didn't feel right. That guy was leader of our team the entire season. Just not being able to play one day, and us kind of kicking him to the curb didn't feel right. So
Right. No, and I think that's a very respectful thing to do as players, and showing that respect to your captain, that loyalty. Like, hey, it's like if this guy isn't here, we're not a team, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So
that guy's a goat. Love Gar.
Rude.
yeah, I mean, Gar's an incredible player.
Car's great.
You guys have any thoughts for this category? Brissy, we'll start with you.
So, as far as teams that found success early, sorry.
Totally,
I
I
think
totally just cut
that,
off Venom. That's all.
No, it's fine.
Okay, so as far as teams that had success early, I think that my team, GKC, like you had said earlier, we had a really strong showing throughout the regular season. We showed a lot of strengths as far as being able to work around Neversaw and Gar's shot calling. It took us pretty deep into the playoffs where we had some really strong series against some good teams like Ellen's Entourage, the Academy, which took us all the way to 4th place. Can't thank my team enough for that. But I will also shout out the Savage Mongoose Dynasty because they had a real rough start with their team, and we're going to talk about them a little bit later. But I just do want to give them their credit with how they turned their season around and ended up pushing through playoffs for 3rd place.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously Roblin's Goblins. It honestly looked like they were playing at half mast the entire regular season, and then once playoffs came around, they really turned it up. Started playing their games rock hard. You know what I mean?
I like that analogy. That's
you.
good.
Thank you.
Half mass and rock hard. I like those ones.
I like those words you just said.
Yeah, I just kind of to go off. I think Ryan will love this, but I think the Roblins Goblins. We all know Dean was gonna play well. We knew Rob was gonna play well. We knew Ryan's gonna play well. I think the big thing that helped them succeed was Lord Kobayashi played out of his mind for what his rank was. Like I don't know his exact rank, but I know he's not diamond. He's below diamond. I don't think he's emerald. I think he's in that plat range. I'm not 100% sure. I don't have it in front of me, but him in the finals against Dunk's gonna get ahead no matter what. Just Dunk's the better player. But Lord Kobayashi, he held like he didn't Dunk. He played pretty well the whole series. His Tom Kench that had to get banned one game because of how well he was playing on it. I think he killed Dunk late game, which Tom Kench stacking armor versus Aatrox or whatever it was. It's like Dunk can't do much. Dunk can't do much there anyways. But no, I think Lord Kobayashi and Asuna played extremely well, going into extremely tough lanes. Like playing mid lane when you have mid too easy. Never saw Pai. Even Foster played really well. In general for World Soup played well. Like Asuna played well against them all. Rob and Dean Dean's map presence is unrivaled.
He changes the way the game's played.
I'm pretty sure at one point he just ended up top, killed Dunk at like level 4 or something, because on a back timing went top, killed him, and then Rob just free farmed bot. So Rob wins goblins. Rob with a good support typically wins. He had Hollow's Eve, La Liga Season 4, took a break, had me, got 9th place and got eliminated, and then got Dean and won another time. So, with Rob, if you give him a good bot lane matchup and okay lanes and a decent jungle or a good jungle, you can win.
Speaking of jungle, Ryan played a phenomenal season.
Yeah. And then GKC, I don't know. They were kind of like there. Like they were good. They were consistent all season. They were consistently like third, fourth place in my mind. Like I never really had about 1 or 2. Like I always kind of had them at that 3 or 4, but they could make a run. I didn't have them making top 4. They beat Ellen's Entourage, much to my dismay. Because I wanted Paul to succeed, and Array, but no, GKC played solid all season. I think I know Neversaw has competitive experience, but I don't know how her experience is playing with such wide rank disparities in tournaments. Because there is a difference between having a team of all Masters Plus players against other Masters Plus versus having to figure out like, hey, my top laners. I think, what are you, gold right now, Bruce? You're plat.
Dog. I think I'm dog 4 or something like that.
Okay, yeah, so you have underranked top laner, you have a diamond jungle, and having to deal with that is definitely a new scenario, I think, for Neversaw versus like more high-ranking competitive.
Yeah, I can speak on that personally. I think Neversaw did a great job of maintaining, a level head throughout some of the ups and downs that we faced, and like I was saying earlier, like her shot calling, her macro through the last few weeks of the season was fucking second to none. She did a great job. I mean, I attribute a lot of that to our wins against Ellen's Entourage and Academy.
Oh, last one thing on GKC, my favorite ADC in the league, my favorite by far. Mr. Hycosmal.
That guy's an animal.
Mr. Hycosmal. I will finally say it after the whole season. You played well this season.
Whoa!
But I will be on you if you play next season and int. I will call you out on every single episode of The Climb and every solo or bolo slide. All of them will call you out. But you did play well this season.
That guy was single-handedly. He single-handedly won a few series for us, just based off of that guy being psycho.
Yeah, and the support, it's escaping my mind. He was who's
Saucy Chas.
Saucy Chas. He was underranked, going against a lot of very high elo bot lanes, and he played extremely well.
I played
just wanted to give
miles
him a
above,
shout out.
miles above his silver 3 rank that he was
Yeah,
drafted at.
he didn't seem silver. Like he played really well against the lanes that me personally I would have inted against Dean Robb,
Mhm.
Array, Vince. I probably would have inted to both those lanes.
So
Hard inted actually.
I have one more thing before we move on in this from this category, and it's Roblins Goblins mid laner Asuna. I think he's actually probably one of the best budget mid laners in this league.
That's fair.
The
I agree.
the amount of like the champions he plays, he's just so like versatile, and I'm not gonna lie, the TF when he played TF, I think that is
good.
when he was at his best, and who knows, maybe the TF will continue to be good and he'll bring it back maybe next season if he decides to sign up. But I'm
I think
excited.
he already signed up.
Oh, sweet. I'm excited to see what he's going to bring to the table. Depending on, who else signs up from, this season, whoever new is going to sign up. Who knows? Maybe we'll have like a challenger mid laner next season. Who knows?
Sai has signed up.
Oh.
Who plays on
team?
the summit, the main summit team, the middle
Yeah,
mid lane.
he's like
I think he signed up for support though. He's GM or no, he's top 500 I think, or GM top 500. Peak at least. That according to the spreadsheet that Colin made.
Okay.
Sai is
Well,
GM top 500. One of the two.
Wow. Okay. And
3 diamond supports have signed up already that were not here before.
Oh, okay. Well, let's move on then, because it's gonna be a bot lane meta again for Summit.
The league updates they've been pushing out, yeah, it's catered toward making AD another, a carry again.
So, but let's move on to our next category. Teams that just kind of fell short or didn't play to expectations. Well, first off, I'll start with my team. I mean,
Will you?
I would say we definitely fell short. I think we should have gone to top 4, but I think at the end of the day, it was just not. A lot of poor plays were made around the map. I won't do it like I did last season and say,
I want you to know actually that Noah will be listening to this.
So
I got a hot take coming in. Right when you throw it to me, not even a hot take. I got a controversial take coming for your team right when you throw it to me. So
what I will say is I'm very happy I got to play on this team. There was a lot of good times with this team. I learned a lot from Mid to Easy. And yeah, I think this team was great. We fell short. And yeah. However, I'm gonna mention my other thing first before I pass it to Venom. He's like
I'm ready.
He's ready. He's ready to jump.
Someone's not gonna be happy with what I say.
But my other team I have for this category is Ellen's Entourage, and here's my thought. I think Ellen's Entourage was like the second most stacked team besides Roblin's Goblins in terms of like player based. You have essentially a master jungler with 3 diamonds, which Array hit master. So you basically have 2 masters and a diamond, and 2 diamonds, and then you have Flash of Night, which is a solid mid lane pick with his Azir. Like, I don't know what rank he is, but he's.
I think he's like plat or emerald.
Yeah, he's got to be close to emerald. I think he must have been plat because he must have been plat when he got drafted, but I think he might be emerald now. But anyways, I think this team, however, did not win.
We'll go.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I was like,
I like eating on camera.
Oh.
All right.
No, you're good, Percy. And yeah, I just think Ellen's Entourage, I think, should have played better. They finished the regular season, I believe, in
Second, wasn't it?
Oh no, they finished in third place. I am mistaken.
Oh
I
yeah,
thought
because they didn't get. Yeah, they finished third.
they finished third, but I was
Maybe.
expecting more from this team, honestly. And the one person I'm gonna call out here, and he may not like
You
it.
better not call out who I think you're calling out, because I will defend that man to my death. Dude, you better not. Hey,
we know who
choose
you're
your words wisely here.
Listen, you have the script. I literally put his name in there for a specific reason.
I know you did. That's why I'm saying watch your words wisely here. I've known Paul since 2015, and I played competitive league with him in college. So
Listen,
better watch your words.
I know Soulpan is an extremely good player. However,
Top 500 tank.
shut
too.
up.
Put
Shut
some
up,
respect
Venom.
on his
I'm gonna
name.
say this, and you're gonna wait till it's your turn. All right. Soulpan, I think, underperformed this season. I think he did have some good moments this season. However, I think there were a couple games where some plays didn't work out, and it was because of his decision making and calls, like what call he goes for and team follows, and it doesn't go that way. But I think Soulpan will come back next season and show us why he is one of the best junglers in Summit Esports. So that is my take. I think he underperformed this season. Okay.
Bad take Barry over there. Has great.
I want to hear Venom's take
Yeah.
here.
All right.
Do you want my academy take first, or do you want the Ellen's entourage defense first?
Hang on.
Which one do you want?
All right,
I'll talk about both of
Venom,
them.
I'm gonna give you 4 minutes to do both. All right.
4 minutes is a lot for each team.
Start with Ellen's entourage.
No, 4 minutes for both teams.
I'll do the academy first.
All right.
Academy won't be
All right.
quick
Your
one.
time starts in 4,
I'm getting time.
3, 2, 1, go.
The academy, they were better with kill switch. Sunny fucked the team chemistry, and that team was gonna win. I'll say it. I have nothing against Sunny Blues other than his stupid map splitting cost me Summit Season 1 championship. But no, I think you guys were better with kill switch. I think Sunny played a little selfishly with not building tanks and not playing tanks. I think he could have done more to play for the team. But he's still a good player. But I think kill switch, you guys with kill switch were better than with Sunny.
What do you feel is better, Sunny Blues jungle or Sunny Blues top?
Neither. His top was awful. Did you see his top? He went 0-10 on Gangplank. Like, don't play it, buddy. Don't play it.
Wasn't that was against Owen though?
I don't care. Don't play GP against Owen. Play a tank. Play Ornn. Like, play Malphite. But no, that's my academy take. I think Strand and Noah played amazing. Strand and Noah played amazing. I think Noah's really underrated. Everybody kind of memes him because he had
a great season.
Makes a lot of jokes, but his support with all the off picks, like he played amazing. Strand, I think he played really well for his rank. Like he's not low elo, but he's not high elo. He held his own in most lanes, other than like the Rob Dean lane in the regular season, which nobody really won that lane. Mid too easy. I think, as expected, his game knowledge and gameplay was very good. Like I don't think he underperformed, but I don't think he overperformed. Like I think everyone expected him to play well. He played well. He crushed worse bot lanes. He went even or played really well against like Never Saw PyPy, like people that we considered the better mid laners. X-Ray, I think you did your Ornn thing. You played Ornn. I don't know how much you want me to talk about your Ornn gameplay.
Damn, that's all I get. Just talk about my Ornn.
The Mundo game in the playoffs wasn't good. I don't remember which game it was.
Oh,
you got crushed on it.
I fucked up I fucked up that game.
Oh no, Noah gave me the inside. I talked to Noah. Your champ select that one was off. The Mundo was bad, but other than that, your Ornn all season, it's relatively consistent. Urgot I don't think was in meta, so we didn't get to see Urgot as much.
I started playing Olaf. That's what I did.
Oh yeah, but no, like I said, I think your team played well. I think kill switch. I think kill switch with jungle. I think you guys make a run for the for at least top 2 or top 3. With Sunny, I think you guys get eliminated where you get eliminated.
Hey, just to let you know, you got
Um,
9 seconds.
Bro, give me more than 4 minutes. We ain't got. I'm looking at the script right now. There ain't much. Ellen's Entourage. You're gonna have to. You're gonna have a section that just says Venom's defense of Ellen's Entourage.
Well, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
All right.
Because I
let's
could
hear it.
fix them.
Let's hear.
Array, I could fix your team. I could fix how people look at your team. I think it's unfair to put all of the blame on Paul. I know. I don't think
I
Paul
never
has
said
played
it was all
as.
Paul's fault.
Hey, you had your time. I have my time. I will defend Paul.
All right, go ahead.
No, I know you didn't blame Paul, but you kind of said he was underperforming, so you kind of implied that it was Paul's fault.
It wasn't
That he should have
Paul's
played
fault.
better. You blamed his shot calling. Let's be real.
Okay. Okay.
I
Continue.
got this mental points. I got this written down. I don't think Paul played as much League this season as he has in the past. I know from knowing him personally, I think he was pretty busy in terms of like personal, like not anything bad, just like family friend stuff, as well as like work. So I don't think he played as much. I know. I think Injustice played pretty well in general. He's pretty solid most of the like. He's a rock in the top lane. Like he's not gonna 1v1 Owen and dunk, but he's not gonna like int, right? Flash of Night, I think on Azir was really good. I think off Azir, he played pretty well. His Ari charms in that playoff series were questionable, but overall he played really well per his rank. Bot lane, they went through a lot of adversity. Usurper showed up.
He didn't
for
show
the
up.
draft. They had to get a new support. Vince played really well. Overall, him and Array had good synergy. Array, he tried to will his team into like past that round by going like 22-5. Like Array played amazing, but no, overall, I think Ellen's Entourage, like, sometimes you have good pieces that, whether it be the meta or, like, a team just matches up better than you just have a bad day, like, an off day, like, it's hard to say that Paul was still a top 2 jungler, even if you thought he was underperforming, right? Like, him and Jason are still the top 2 jungles this season. I'd put Ryan probably like 3rd, but Ryan's like he's just very good at League in general, right? But no, I think it's unfair to blame Paul at all. I think Paul was trying his best, and put some respect on his name. Boise State tank player, top 500 Overwatch, Boise State League player. Put some respect on Paul.
I never.
But no, I think it's a little much to say that he underperformed. Like he had bad shot calls. Like every shot caller has bad shot calls. Like I'm sure Mid Too Easy, as good as he is, probably had 1 or 2 calls that he would take back.
Plenty
right?
of
Like he'd be
plenty
like,
of calls.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like saying Paul had bad calls, it's like
Okay.
every shot call. I'm sure even Dean or whoever shot called on that team had bad calls.
It was Dean for sure.
No.
Rob hates
No, I'll
shot
defend.
calling.
I'll defend Paul till the end of this earth. Like.
Hey,
True friend.
They went through adversity, having to replace the support that he drafted immediately.
I think, like I said, I'm not throwing shade at Soulpan. I think he's a great player.
fine.
He's an awesome guy. Like IRL.
Okay,
dude.
don't talk about him like that. Like, bro said he's good. He like no shade on his league gameplay, but he's a really good guy. Don't come for him like that. Hey, the Paul fan club does not accept you.
Shit.
You're not allowed in. Same with the Array fan club. I'm the bouncer for both fan clubs. I can fix both of them.
All right.
You guys are just glazing and deglazing him. Can we move on?
Yes.
Oh, that's my team.
Let's move
I thought
on.
it was-
Let's just stop this glazing and deglazing of this.
Well, you're just shit. You're just yapping. You're just yapping
Shut
shit
up,
about
Patrick.
him.
It's not your time anymore. Anyways,
Okay,
let's
I'll
move
defend
on.
Beaver Brigade too.
Let's-
Don't worry.
Let's move on to our final section. Teams that scaled really well into the season. I mean,
My goats.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna just start off
There was
with
a
Beaver
couple.
Brigade. Yeah, I mean Beaver Brigade, nuts. And then, okay, should we talk about it now, Brissy, or later, or should we talk about Beaver Brigade?
No. Let's go ahead and talk about Beaver Brigade.
Okay.
I think that you can go ahead.
All right, I think Beaver Brigade. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what happened in the early season. Um, them just like losing games, but then I don't know what happened. But after they beat Roblins Goblins, they just turned it up. They were just like, we're not losing anymore. And
Yeah.
I mean, they did take most of their games to 3 games, and I every time I watch this team play, I'm just like, okay, it's the same thing. They lose game 1 and then come back and win 2 games. Like, I don't
They
understand.
just wanted practice. They just wanted more practice.
Okay, sure.
That's all.
Um,
Jason's got that brain like that. He
The other
knows.
thing
I mean, well, for a team that didn't scrim, you got to get as many games in as possible.
that's you know what, that's true.
True.
I think the other thing is like Beaver Brigade. I think like they remind me. They kind of remind me of like the Hulk. Like the more angry they get, they just power up and get stronger somehow. Except
I agree.
they just yell at each other. So, I mean,
I mean, they went 8 straight series without a single loss leading up to final.
They were playing so hot. They were
I
playing
think-
so hot. They were
Yeah,
playing
I think
well.
the combination of Jason and Thim is like a buff that gets stronger the further the season goes. Because I think those two together, as if anybody watches Jason streams, the communication between those two is horrendous. They're very toxic to each other, but I think that the criticism Jason gives to the rest of the team, most of the time being Thim, is good. It pushes them to will their way into what now would be a second finals appearance for both of them in a row, back-to-back years, or back-to-back seasons rather.
but
Don't worry. Actually, I'll make it quick on Beaver Brigade.
all right, let's hear it.
I don't have much on them. I think Jason is very good. I think as much as people think that Jason like shit talks his team and it's like toxic or not toxic, but like just shit talks people, like he gives constructive criticism as well. Like, and I think that's what him and Thim do well together is that like, yes, they do it with like kind of not
A-
toxic way,
a-
but like
a
at the
firm
end of the day,
voice.
they both know what they need to do, and they're just letting the other one know, like, you know what you need to do, I know what I need to do, like, get your head in the damn game.
Can we
Like,
just do it? Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so I think that's Beaver Brigade's biggest strength. Besides Jason, just all I think was it Brissy, you or Colin told me that I think he got diamond in all 5 roles, so he has a very good understanding of the
No-
game.
He's a very, very good league player.
Yeah.
He
Got
plays
diamond in every role.
That's
I don't
what
know if-
that's what I was.
I
I
don't
think
know if
Colin
he's-
told me that.
I don't
Or
know
you
if he's
did.
like I have no doubt in my mind that if he hasn't done it, that he's fully capable of doing it.
Yeah.
I guess an insane league player.
Holy.
But
He
yeah.
knows so much about the game. He's really good.
I think that along with World Soup, their mid laner, played well above his rank. I think he played really well on that team.
Yep.
Dunk,
Everybody just kept giving him Nico.
yeah, he kept going. If you give him Nico, they're gonna win.
Nico.
Dunk, I think he obviously. I don't know if I think Owen won top laner, or maybe
Nope.
it might have been Dunk, but was it
yeah.
Dunk that won it?
Yep.
I think it's deserved. Dunk played well against everybody, including Owen.
Yep.
And
And
Barbecue
that guy
Leona.
barely plays league.
Yeah, Barbecue Leona had a rough beginning of the season, I think, getting synergy with Thim, but I think by the end of it, he played really well. Overall,
Okay.
I think they played really well. I think they're kicking themselves after that finals. I think they could have easily won that, based on the one game they did win. I think they just had. I don't think they had a great series. But I also think Roblins Goblins played really well.
We're gonna make this last team super quick. SMD and me and Brissy have personal feelings about this team because you.
So yeah, I'll go
Yeah.
I'll go really quick on
Yeah.
this one.
Yeah.
So SMD, the
Yeah,
way
please
that team was
summarize it.
the way that team was drafted, and the way that the roster that team ended with, two completely different teams. I don't see SMD go. I mean, they probably squeak into playoffs at 8th place with TKT and Fraudwatch behind them. But if you stick with the original roster, the So Much Dog and Shrubby
Shrubby.
Turtle, I think that team falls way shorter than what they did. Now, when you bring in players like Gator and Foster, and then you you bring Nico in to play ADC. I mean, all roles are high Emerald Diamond level players. RP3 came into his own at the last like 4 or 5 weeks of the regular season and then into playoffs. But again, with the roster swaps, I think that SMD falls way shorter with their original roster than what they ended with. But props to them for 3rd place because they shit on us.
That was like kind of humble at the end, but but yeah, honestly,
Mhm.
SMD. I mean, Brissy kind of summarized it. I think SMD just you replace half your team and somehow just get third. So
No other team on the Summit website has 7 players in their team data.
it's true.
I have a. I'll just chime in quickly on SMD overall. Besides the sub situation, I do think I guess I will chime in a little bit on sub, but Ochigator was definitely an upgrade from Casey. So much dog. No shade to Casey, but like Ochigator has a bigger champ pool and just plays I think probably more than him. Strubby was off rolling AD, wasn't playing the greatest, and I think Foster being on his main role in mid made it very good. And I think Colin is a solid support in general. He's very good, and him with a good ADC is very scary. Like I think Nautilus, Bard, like both. I know he played more than that, but sorry, Colin. I know you played Nautilus and Bard, but he played really well in that.
Take away initiators from Colin. That guy's too good.
Yeah, so I think overall it was an unfortunate situation with Shrubby all of a sudden quitting and then Casey having personal stuff. So I don't blame him too much, but like I said, they got upgrades in both roles, so it makes sense that they started playing better. But
Yep.
so that's kind of why they scaled. Like I said,
Right around heaven.
I have opinions about subbing. The way that from a different team to another team, but
Yeah.
it's not his fault. It was approved. I don't blame Gator for it.
Yeah.
It was approved by the commissioner. He asked. They said yes. Nothing against him for it, but
So
I personally don't like going from one team to another like that. But
there's a lot of things I'd like
his
to
fault.
share, but I won't share it on public. So on public records. So
Why are you gonna say it like that? I
but
was gonna type that shit in general. Summit
that
chat.
is all we got, folks. I think overall, like, just this season was really good. I think everyone had a good time for the most part. I think, I mean, there were definitely some stragglers who I think weren't having a good time, but you know, that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. But
I was having a great time.
The whole idea is to make Summit better and better as the season goes on.
Yep.
Once again, I will plug the Summit Esports Twitch channel. Go review the rulebook that me and Colin did, because there are a lot of really good changes being made to this next season, and I think with Colin taking the reins for Summit Season 4, we are in good hands.
yeah.
Yep.
And
I want to shout out Colin for taking over commissioner. I'm assuming he's commissioner. I don't know if it was formally announced, but I know he is doing everything. So, shout out to Colin for trying to fix all the problems in terms of like timing and stuff like that. Shout out to Rob, the OG La Liga Summit player. I think he's played since La Liga season like 1 or 2.
Happy
He said that,
retirement, old man.
yeah, he said he's not playing. I hope he sticks around Summit. Always love Rob, and congrats to him, 2 titles. And
Agreed.
that's on
I
the
don't know how
time.
much he's still playing League, but yeah. Shout out
Uh,
Dean too. I think Dean's also not playing again.
Yeah, I
darn.
believe both of them
I think he's done
uninstalled
playing League.
Yep.
yeah, so shout out to both of them.
Fair
I know
enough.
Dean has an illustrious competitive career both at Boise State, and I think he played for like Columbia College or something before that.
Yeah.
cool.
So shout out to both of them. I appreciate. Hope Rob stays around, which I think he will.
Dean will
Dean,
probably
I
diff.
don't know.
He'll
Dean, I don't know personally, but
He'll probably
it was
diff.
fun watching. Fun
Um,
watching him play.
But honestly, that's gonna be it for us guys. But a couple things before we go. Well, first off, thank you, Brissy and Venom, for being here for season 4 or season 3. Sorry, and I hope you guys return for season 4. I'm really excited. So
I don't plan on going anywhere, baby.
all right,
Some
season
content
4.
team,
We're,
baby.
we're
Climb
bringing it
season
back.
4.
Season 4, baby. We're just throwing up
More
gang
hot
signs.
takes from more X-ray hot takes.
Extra hot takes
Oh, yeah.
incoming. But yeah, and another thing I want to thank Triple P, Proton Plat Player. He uploads
PPP.
all of these to YouTube, so thank him.
Shout out Noah.
Being on time
and for his streams as well.
and
running
yeah,
the
and
stream
doing
director.
stream
Shout out.
director. So shout out to him for streaming all the games.
Shout out.
And I want to thank Woojin. I almost forgot him. He's made almost all of these overlays we have on the climb and for Solo and Bolo. So thank him for making
out.
all of those wonderful assets that we have. And finally, thank you. Yeah, you behind the screen. Thank you for watching. We appreciate it. We appreciate you guys keeping with us throughout the season, and I thank you for watching this episode of The Climb that's totally not late or anything like that. I like how we're fucking just pointing finger guns. But don't worry, The Climb will be returning and Solo Bolo for season 4, and who knows, maybe we'll have more content for you guys.
Oh, I will make one more shout out before we go.
Oh.
Shout out Kanga for all the
Oh,
work he did on the
yeah.
website throughout.
Gotta shout out that boy.
Absolutely, complete Chad and killed it.
Yeah. But anyways, thank you all viewers for watching The Climb, and stay tuned. We'll be back with The Climb soon. Next season.
Bye.
Bye.